Hey guys, what's going on? Excoundrel here, and today we have got a good video. It's a good video today because several things went right. I played on my main, so this is a video that's on my main, which is always nice because it shows you kind of like master high-level play. And secondly, it's a video that I was wanting to cover on the channel for such a long time, like especially when it first came out. But for some reason, I could just never get a good game with it. And I think it's okay to show games where you don't get like first. Obviously, I think top 3 is always a good result. But I was never able to make this build work, either because it was really heavily contested when it first came out, or just yeah, couldn't get a good game with it for some reason. So yes. This is Vanguard Mystics. Thanks to G2A for sponsoring the channel. Reference link in the description below. If you guys like this video and you like the educational content that I'm doing with TFT, feel free to drop me a like and a subscribe. It really helps. Comments are awesome as well. You guys have actually left so many awesome comments over the last few days, ever since I've been kind of asking for more comments, and I really appreciate that. I try to answer as many as I can and talk to as many people as I can. But if you want to contact me more and more directly, and I don't know if you can hear Rupert just chilling in the background, but if you want to contact me more and get in contact with me more directly, discord.gg/excoundrel and twitter.com/excoundrel. Those are the 2 platforms that I talk the most on. Otherwise, you can follow me on Instagram, but I'm less likely to respond on Instagram just because I don't use it as much. Right, let's actually just get into the build. Let's get into the build. Now, Vanguard Mystics is super straightforward. It's actually one of the easiest builds to play in the game, mainly because you can do it from the very start. What you're looking for at the start of the game is just any kind of Vanguards. Poppy and Leona are 2 really easily accessible Vanguards, and they're going to be tanky, especially if you can get them to 2-star. And what you're aiming for alongside Poppy and Leona is any kind of backline. Now, the items that you're going to want to prioritize are blue buff and Morellos. So anybody that could use blue buff or Morellos is fine. So if you find an Ari, for instance, that can work. But the ultimate start, so what I'm saying is that be flexible with your start. You just want a Vanguard frontline of some sort. But the ultimate start is if you find a Cassiopeia, obviously. Like, if you find a Cassiopeia, you're in the absolute money when it comes to this build. And her items, as a priority, need to be blue buff and Morellonomicon. Those are the 2 items that you absolutely want. They are the non-negotiable items, especially blue buff. Morellonomicon maybe could be Rabadons, for instance, but I think that realistically these are the 2 items that you absolutely need for this to build to work. So your priority on carousel should be tier, and you should go for a tier at the start, and you should go for a tier on the second carousel of the game, and then you're working towards Morellonomicon. That's a really hard word to say, apparently. This is going to be like your level 3. Level 4 can be anything, honestly, but Bard to get some levels in, Karma to get the early Mystic bonus in, like 2 Vanguards, 2 Mystic is fine. The other thing that you could look to do is run Cassiopeia, but then go for a 4 Vanguard frontline. I'm trying to think what the other Vanguard is. It's Mordekaiser, isn't it? So this will be your 4 Vanguard frontline. Eventually, you're going to start dropping some of these Vanguards for the more important Vanguards. One of the most important Vanguards that you're going to want is a Jace. So you drop the Leona for the Jace. If you've got Leona 2-star or Poppy 2-star, those are the ones that you're going to drop out eventually for other Vanguards. Jace here. And then, obviously, towards the end of the game, you're going to want to try and find the Wukong, which is going to give you Wukong, Jace, Mordekaiser. And the reason you want Mordekaiser in over the other ones is because you can have Karma for Darkstar. So if Mordekaiser, you could actually have Mordekaiser as an itemization option. So what I would say is if you're confident that you can get Mordekaiser 3-star, he's one of the best itemization options in this composition for a Vanguard, because you're going to have Darkstar in there with the Karma, and he's going to survive a long time. If you don't think that you're going to get him to 3-star, or you think he's going to remain a 2-star, your best itemization options are Jace and Wukong, because Jace 2-star is better than Mordekaiser 2-star, but obviously he's harder to 3-star. This is what your comp will look like at level 5, and then you're either going to have a Bard or a Karma, but obviously Karma is going to give you Darkstar, which is really nice, and you want your Karma to attach to your Cassiopeia. Usually this will attach to your Cassiopeia, and this will attach to your Cassiopeia. One of the things about this build that becomes a little bit hard to deal with is the fact that backline positioning becomes a little bit awkward, because you need to play around Karma attaching to your Cassiopeia. And that can be a bit of a nuisance. Then at level 7 and level 8, you can add whatever you like. I actually quite like adding Soraka. Obviously, your end goal is 4 Mystics, but you don't need to play 4 Mystics if there aren't many magic damage players in the lobby. But 4 Mystics is like the sort of the standard way to play this. Then you want to add Soraka, and obviously, if you have a Bard, keep him in. Because at level 8, if you have this comp, Bard's just going to help you get to level 9 more quickly. Because with this build, one of the most important things to realize is that Cassiopeia is not your win condition. Your win condition is actually Thresh plus Urgots or Thresh plus Lulus or Thresh, basically 2-star Thresh. So you need to get to level 9 and you need to add the Thresh in alongside the 4 Mystics and 4 Vanguards. Cassiopeia will carry your mid game 100%. But your end game goal is Thresh. So what you're going to have towards the end of the game is Thresh in with Lulu as well. And then you're going to have Urgots on your bench. You're going to have Urgots, you're going to have Lulus, Jannas, just big impact units on your bench. Usually I would say maintain 2 to 3 units if you have a 2-star Thresh and a good front line, because that's the most likely he's going to get his cast off 2 or 3 times in a fight. Your 3 stars are going to be Cassiopeia and Jace, or Cassiopeia and Mordekaiser if Mordekaiser is going to be your target and you think that you can get him to 3-star. That should be your priority. Extra itemization. In terms of extra items, Shojin's on Thresh, really good, or Shojin's on Lulu, really good, but I like it on Thresh because you're going to pull in those units more quickly. If you're going for Jace, GA, Ionic Spark, plus whatever else you find, I think Frozen Heart and Wukong is really good. I think Bramblevest is good, like Bramblevest, Frozen Heart. I think Redemption is really good in this build. Obviously, you're not going to hit all of these items, but it's just things to consider. Jace items will go on Mordekaiser. So if you're going for Mordekaiser, the GA and the Ionic Spark should go on Mordekaiser instead. But if you're not going to get Mordekaiser to 3-star, would thoroughly recommend that you put them on Jace. As a third item for Cassiopeia, you've got lots of options. You can go defensive like Trapclaw or Quicksilver. You can go Rabadons for the extra damage. In this game, I actually played Hextech Gunblade for the sustain, and you can make your own mind up. I don't know how impactful it was, but I played it, and so I thought I'd put it in this build. And that is Vanguard Mystics. Bit of a longer explanation today, so let's jump into the game. I'm going to cut it down a little bit. I'm going to try and keep the videos between 25 and 30 minutes, but I'll make sure that I include the most important points in the game in the video. Hey guys, what's going on? I accidentally missed the first part of the carousel for this video, so we'll see what happens this game. I'm playing on my main again. I'm trying to vary between playing on my main and playing on my Smurf, just because Smurf relaxes, and obviously main is where we can kind of do the real work for compositions. I've got I don't really like Cloak. I don't think it builds into many things that are very good, but obviously Ionic Spark is nice. That's Vanguard, which is always solid. I'm going to keep the Jarvan around for the time being. Cybernetics is good right now. You know, Cybernetics is still pretty strong. Got a Zed with a bow. Got a red buff. Just one Shroud of Stillness with 2 Jarvans. Just a belt. He's got a Rabadons. He's got nothing at the time being. We've got a Zephyr, which we're not going to build, obviously. I don't really think Zephyr is a very good item to build. I mean, I think if I've got nothing else, I might build a Zephyr, but it's something that I don't really consider a hugely valuable use of the units. I might buy the Zoe, I guess. Actually, even buy the Fiora. Okay. So, question. So I want to keep the Cybernetics around, but I also maybe want to go for the Rakan. It usually always takes the left 2 most champions, so that's why I put these here so I can decide. But I kind of thinking about the Rakan, you know. So I've got Morelos. Oh yeah, I think for the time being we go for Vanguard Mystic, right? So we go for Protector Mystic to begin things off. We can always sell the Jarvan, but we're gonna make Morelos. So we don't need to necessarily go. Let's just scout, see if there's a Blitzcrank. There is a Blitzcrank. There is one Blitzcrank. I think there's a. So I'm gonna put that there. So this is why I put the Blitzcrank there, because the Rakan there, because there was a Blitzcrank. And we get the knock up, which is nice. We do kind of need the tiers though. Okay, I got brawlers. I'm considering leveling up. I think there's a good... there's a good ethos to say that leveling up at this stage in the game is good most of the time, but I didn't really have anything that I wanted to put in. Maybe the Alawi is something that's worth putting in for Battlecast. I think that's probably what I'm going to do. Oh, the Cogmor's better though, right? Cogmor's definitely better. Yeah, I think that we level up and put the Cogmor in. I'm just going to do it like this, I think. So I think that was the only Blitzcrank in the game. Yeah, that was the only Blitzcrank in the game, right? So we can be a bit more aggressive with our positioning. The only thing is I might not get a tier. So got to be a little bit careful. I think I'm going to get stunned here, aren't I? Yes, I am, obviously. Lots of stuns. So we get a knock up. Yes. Trapclaw, very early on, has kind of put a spanner in my works. But actually, do you know what? I kind of want to have a higher priority on the carousel, so I'm okay with that. Alright. Alright, so I'm second pick, and it's a full item carousel. And there is a blue buff, so... He's going to take the blue buff, right? Sweet. Just go for it. Get the blue buff straight up, which is amazing. So now I've got blue buff Cassiopeia. Who was the guy that was running 4 Vanguards? It's Ianakin. Oh, he's got terrible items. He's got really, really terrible items. This is like unbelievably good for me. I think I'd commit to this build at this point in time. Because I just have like really great items. We're going to put the Nautilus on instead, of course. Blue buff on the Cassiopeia. We level up. We level up, right? We level up and we put a... Maybe put her at the back for stopping infiltrators. It's why I think, actually, like, trying to win the first 3 rounds is often bad, because you really want to get carousel priority for the first carousel, and then you want to try and pop off after that. Gonna keep this, and I'm probably gonna go to... I'm probably just gonna straight up go to 6, and then put the Soraka in. Oh, he's literally killed off his Cassiopeia entirely. He's changed build. This guy's got a 2-star bard. Looks like I'm the only Vanguard Mystic player at the moment. Maybe. This guy's got a Cassiopeia hanging around. Oh, sell, right? Oh, we've got an Ionic Spark. That is super nice. I don't want to sell the Cassiopeia for... I don't really want to sell the Cassiopeia for interest here. But Ionic Spark on Jace, absolutely. That's going to allow me to be much more flexible. Okay, so I'm probably going to level up here. I'm going to slam the Soraka. If I win, I'm going to sell the Nocturne. I think I'm in a fairly decent spot. He's got a Z there. There is a Z there as well. Should always be a little bit concerned about the infiltrator players, but this is someone that I expect to beat, or at least should do. No, my Jace, but I think everybody else is fine. So I'm going to sell my Nocturne. I don't really care about 2-star Nocturne. All Nocturne is doing for me is activating the Battlecast synergy. Everything else, not that bothered about. So positioning, I'm putting Cassiopeia a little bit further up. A, to protect her versus infiltrators, and B, she's got quite a short attack range, and you don't really want her to be moving as much. That's beautiful, right? That gives me 4 vanguards. That gives me 4 vanguards, yeah. The question is there still a Blitzcrank player hanging around? Wait, did I even sell that Nocturne? I did, right? Yeah. I was second guessing myself for a minute there. That Battlecast thing doesn't matter as much now. I need to have a look if that Blitzcrank still around. Yeah, I could do with getting some 2-star stuff here. He's made a big switch. He's completely pivoted out of Vanguard Mystic. This is the guy that I was playing earlier. So this is why I put my Leona here, because the Z, it basically draws the aggro of the Z, so the Z won't kill my Cassiopeia or my Soraka. Okay, that's nice. We're only 10 gold behind him at the moment, and we're also making an extra 3 gold per round, but obviously our aim is to get to a stronger spot. In terms of items that I want right now, honestly, I'd probably take a Dragon's Claw. There is quite a lot of magic damage. No, I don't know. Okay, that's a bow. That is spat. What am I doing with a spat in this comp? I'm just going to roll once or twice here. Soraka is quite nice. It's another pair. Might sell the Bard for the time being to get back to 50 gold. What am I doing with this? Hextech Gunblade, Ginsu's. We've got a Battle Cast. I actually couldn't... That might not be the worst thing in the world. Hextech Gunblade on Cassiopeia seems like it could be pretty strong too. She's going to just be healing a lot from her ability. But then also a Protector... No, we're not playing Protector. I'm going to play Hex. I'm going to try it out. I think it could potentially be very strong. So I'm going to try it out. She's still healing. Like, she's still healing now. The Ash just killed me though. Luckily, the Ash isn't super strong, but... We're going to try out the Hextech Gunblade. I'm not saying it's the best thing to ever do. Celestial Orb could definitely be a very nice play though. Because if we bring in Lulu and then just have a Celestial Spat, it's probably what I'm aiming on doing with that particular item. Soraka, oh my word, look at this. Absolutely crazy. Okay, so we've got a couple more things to get right. I didn't move my Soraka, but whatever. Right, we've got 2 bards. I really want the Mordekaisers. Like, I would like to switch over to the Mordekaiser rather than the Leona. Eventually. Laha, he's got the kind of wild... There's 2 really wild Jeweled Gauntlet... There are 2, like, kind of wild Jeweled Gauntlet mech builds. I'm not really sure what they were about. Has he done a poo, sweetheart? Has he done a poo? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just finishing this. In playtime for the moment. Okay, I'm going to have a look at what a Frozen Heart is really nice, actually. GA is also really good. So, Frozen Heart. It's another... We add Bard for the time being, right? So we can make GA Frozen Heart, and then we can still make Celestial Spat. That's pretty sweet for later on, for Thresh. Because we want to go to level 9, right? Still need to be a little careful about what I'm doing with my positioning, because there's still quite a few infiltrators to worry about, like this Shaco here. I think he catches my Leona, right? No, my Bard. That's actually pretty good. No one's touching my Cassiopeia either, which is good. Also, this Jace doing a lot of work. with the Frozen Heart. I think getting a 3-star Jace would be a big deal. Healed herself. Good. Alright, we're good. I'm not really sure what the best third item is for Cassiopeia. I haven't really ever been able to establish that. It's a bit too difficult to tell. But I do know that Thresh Urgot combos are still pretty strong, and that's what I'm aiming for at level 9. There is someone that's already hit level 9. Was it this guy? Yeah, this guy makes sense. Also, he's going like Lulu, and he's got a Lulu too, and that's going to make my life a lot more difficult because I need that Lulu. Okay. So we've taken it slow because we knew that we weren't going to be losing by huge margins. The problem is with Vanguard Mystic, and the problem always will be with Vanguard Mystic, is that you kind of fall off. Alright. Lulu, immediately. Boom. Nice. We do still want to keep rolling, though. Thresh. Beautiful. That's exactly what we needed. There's a Janna. She stays on the bench. So, Karma. Thresh. Cassiopeia. There's Jace, but I couldn't fit him on my bench. Cassiopeia. So we're one Cassiopeia away, right? I don't know who I got. I mean, the Ezreal's not bad. I just stuck it on the Leona because I'm going to sell her eventually. I might even just end up selling her soon, you know. Just to get the Mordekaisers off my bench. I do need a 2-star Mordekaiser, but... we want a 2-star Thresh as well. And then we're just looking for things like... It's another Urgot. Oh my god. Okay. Urgot. Urgot 2-star. It's pretty sweet. It's another Urgot. So we're giving up on Jace, right? Oh, that's 3-star Cassiopeia. Okay, screw Janna. 3-star Cassiopeia. That's pretty nice. So Urgot. Oh, sugar. That's like an insane upgrade. I'm going to lock it. I don't know who I got. I got the Irelia, which is not bad. Okay, so we need the we need to start the 2-star Thresh chain coming on. This is how you win the late game as Vanguard Mystic, by the way. It's not really about Cassiopeia damage. It's about like what you can do with Urgot and Thresh. I'm still looking like I'm going to lose to Cybernetics, by the way, which is insane. But maybe 2-star Thresh actually helps me out here. Okay, so he's knocked him out. So I'm probably going up against him next, right? Okay, so we've got 2 Urgots on the bench with a 2-star Thresh. We've got no Infiltrator players left, right? Apart from him, who we don't really care about. So if we're going up against him, who do we care about knocking up? It's probably going to be the oh wait, we're going up against him again? Okay, I have no idea what we just knocked up. We knocked up the Fiora. I didn't think we'd go up against him twice in a row, to be fair. That was a bit of a wild one. Okay, we're going to pull in whom? We're pulling in someone. A little bit concerned. Maybe we get through. I mean, it's basically up to if we can kill Vayne. No, we're not going to kill Vayne. Oh, am I out? Close. I didn't think I'd be playing him twice in a row, to be fair. Do we just go for the Protector Spat? We do. Okay, we don't get it. So I'm probably just going to go for another Ionic Spark. So the Cyber player, as you can see, Cybers is super strong right now. Not really sure. I think I must be going up against the other guy now, right? There's no way I play him 3 times in a row. No way I play him 3 times in a row, I don't think. Do I want Aurelion Sol? Probably not, but I do want Lulu, I think. Okay, so I can put that on him. So, versus this guy, the most important thing is actually his getting rid of his Jarvan. he's not moving him, so I'm feeling pretty confident that's okay. The most important thing versus this guy is getting rid of his Jarvan, because I don't want my Cassiopeia to get immediately stunned in the fight. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. Are we pulling in? Who are we pulling in? We pulled in the Janna. That's nice. Yeah, I think we win this. We win this. I don't think I beat the Cybernetic player, to be honest with you. But we win that one. That's pretty good. Alright, so who's the most dangerous person in the Cybernetic player to try and kill? Let's see. That's a 2-star Lulu, and I can't afford it. So I'm just going to lock and hope that I don't die. So, who is the most important person to get... So I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do. To be honest with you. Let's see if this works. I'm going to have to do this multiple times, right? So, at least I got the vein knocked up. It is the... I mean, to be honest with you, Echo is not like an infiltrator that I'm going to be like, whoa, I'm really like scared about him killing my backline. Obviously, with the items that he's got, it's pretty scary, but yeah, now my Cassiopeia is just dead, right? Yeah, I don't think I'm winning this one personally. Although I say that... Okay, you're going to pull in the Ashe. Oh, wait, we actually won. Okay, we actually won. It's a pretty big deal. Lulu, nice. Don't need to lock it. Unlock. Nice. And we can pull in an Echo, which is pretty good. Hextech Gunblade. Does that go on anybody? Does that go on anybody? Who is Hextech Gunblade even good on? No one. There's no one that this item's good on. Maybe to the Karma, but I doubt it. Maybe to the Urgot? Maybe I give it to the Urgot on the bench, like, so he can heal himself when he uses his ultimate. That's actually, I'm not even joking, that actually feels like the correct play. That sounds really stupid, but it genuinely feels like correct play. I don't know what he got, by the way. That's a load of gold. So there's this, there's another Echo. There is another Lulu. I'm going to do it. I'm actually just going to do it. I feel like getting rid of the Echoes is important. That's another Lulu. Yeah, I feel like that's better. I don't know if I swapped that in time. Well, we got the Ashe, which is okay. Okay, are we gonna... Is the Thresh actually going to do anything? That's the question. Thresh, are you going to pull any... Oh, you have pulled in some people, Thresh, and that's nice. 2-star Lulu popping off here. And my Cassiopeia... Oh, he's going to get pulled in. Oh, wait, have we won? Have we won? Oh, we did it. Let's go. Vanguard Mystic. Still an incredibly good build. Damn. And now everyone's 1-star for some reason. Everyone turned back to 1-star. Okay, the Lulu positioning was not ideal at the end there, but actually probably getting rid of the Ashe helped me, to be honest with you. It's probably one of the better ones. Yeah, okay, we got a win with Vanguard Mystic. Still an incredibly good build in the meta, especially if you can get the 3-star Cassiopeia. And actually, I quite liked Hextech Gunblade. I don't know how much of a difference it actually made, but I did like it. It was definitely giving her some sustain in these fights. Definitely an underrated item in my opinion.